Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the final round of Inside Line Racing's ILRGT here at Interlagos. This is Season 6, and we've come a long way since the opening round of the season. I can't remember what the opening round was. It was so long ago. It started in about November, December time, but we are here. This was the final race, I believe, back in Season 3. And I was actually watching it in the chat, and it was quite entertaining. I enjoyed it. So it's nice that they are back in the GT3s around Brazil, because personally I like this track. So Red Mat's fastest at the moment with a 1:30.382, and there are elements of this circuit where I absolutely love the track. I mean, the Center S especially. Just like Red Mat has just gone through now. It's all obviously named after the local hero Ayrton Senna. And because it's really downhill, it could have the tendency to lift, so these guys have got to be careful when they reach that. Let's follow someone else who's on the lap now. Hussein, he was so close to, obviously, if we reached go to stopping Jamie from getting the title of Season 6, but nobody can stop him. This guy is the champion of the world. He is the only guy to win a championship in ILRGT. That's how dominant he is. Some people don't like racing him, but personally, I like watching him at the moment. It's great to see. And you can actually tell they're on the outlet. Now, we're in a practice session, mainly because qualifying, there was a few issues where there was a few people that got disconnected and they couldn't join back for some reason. So hopefully sorting it out this way should sort out the whole lobby situation. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. And I forgot to introduce my name. I'm Jess, and I'll be in the commentary box. I can't believe I forgot to introduce my name. Some of you may be wondering, who are you? Who are you? So this is the final ILR stream for a while, and don't worry, we're not closing or anything like that. We're just taking a nice break. We're not sure when ILRGT is coming back. It's usually about a 2 or 3 month gap. I expect it'll probably be in the summer when the next season will be. That's what it was last time, so I can imagine that'll probably be what it's like now. So obviously, just keep an eye on the ILR Twitter. Now, this guy, H-Racing Green, he disconnected the last few races, so I wasn't able to actually see him race, which is a sad thing. But hey ho, and now he's back in Mitsubishi. I can't even say that name. In the lovely bright rainbowed livery car. I mean, it's nicely decorated. I absolutely love it. And the grandstand, absolutely loving it. We've got Scott that's just joined. That's good news. We're getting more people. Now, how many people have we got now? Now, H-Racing Green's only 7/10 behind Red Mat. And H-Racing Green does a little bit of a drift there. We've got Apex Whiteout, now Art Whiteout in 5th place. We've got, now in 6th place, I think Casper beat him. No, Casper's in 3rd. So let me just run through the order anyway. So we've got Red Mat in 1st, Ghost in 2nd, Casper 3rd, Hussein 4th, H-Racing Green 5th, Whiteout 6th, J2X 7th, Renegade 8th. We've got Way still in the pits in 9th. We've got Jamie, who is Jamie, I don't know what he's doing. He's in the grass out of nowhere. I think there's a bit of a hint that he's probably don't want to qualify today and he wants to start last. Which is fair enough. He's won a championship. He's got nothing to lose. So the best way to do the last to first challenge is probably in the last lap. So yeah, that's why he's still there. But anyway, Speedway race has gone off a little bit, interestingly. No, Jamie's still going. Okay, I thought Jamie was just stopping because he didn't want to. I'm guessing he'll probably get disqualified otherwise, which you don't want that to happen. Casper's in the pits. Now, there has been some really good races this season. Hussein actually won one of the races this season, which was very well deserving. I'm sure there was another person that won as well. but I can't remember who it was. I'm having a brain freeze at the moment because of that. Now I need to actually check if ILR has posted a tweet yet, which they haven't. So, good job I posted a tweet, eh? I posted a tweet to say we're live, so hopefully people would get an indication from my tweet, which is good. Now, I know I had to go driving these cars around Brazil once, just for fun, you know, and for me it didn't go very well. I kept spinning, and it was an absolute nightmare to try and get the car back. And I'm also a big rally fan, as some of you know. Sometimes some people can mistake my racing in GT3 as drifts. Only joking. You know what I mean. But yeah, sometimes I do drift a lot. But, you know. There's 3 people still in the pits right now. But they have got 5 minutes to go. And then the final race of the season will begin. So I need to actually find someone that's going to go on a lap. So I really want to go on a hot lap today. Please. I haven't done many hot laps in GT. Actually, I did do one in Le Mans. Yeah, I did do one there. So, but I'm not the best as it comes to finding the best hot lap for everybody. So, also, can you just let me know if my mic's okay, guys? Because it always keeps cutting off when I do ILRGT streams. I don't know why, but maybe because that's the only PS4 stream that I commentate by myself. So if you can just let me know. Red Matt disappoints me for 2 reasons. First of all, he is not wearing the gold livery that he promised me, the gold Yorkshire tea livery. He's wearing red. Tut tut. You broke my heart. You broke my promises. But the red looks nice anyway. I would like you to change it though at some point, please. Even if you just put it as a picture or something. And second, this is his last ILRGT race as a coordinator. Sad times. Sad times here at ILR. He has done quite a lot for this league. He's helped make the leagues happen for the GT sports side of things. He's been awesome. He's helped other drivers. He made sure that if a driver is struggling or if there's feedback about how the lobbies run, like the last couple of weeks, that Red Matt takes the feedback on board and listens to it, which is good. That's very important from a league coordinator's perspective. And on behalf of ILR, I'd just like to say thank you to him for all the work he's done. And he'll still be in ILRGT, I believe, but I think it's just as a driver, or maybe as a reserve, I'm not entirely sure. But he's not going to be around every Wednesday to race, which is sad. I do believe the person taking over his coordinating duties is Scott again. So, yeah, Scott will be back as ILRGT league coordinator, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Don't correct me because I don't want to get it wrong. But I know Scott was tier coordinator for tier 2. So I won't be surprised if he does it for tier 1. If he's fast enough, of course. There's only 1 tier this season, though. So, I have been around for all Red Matt seasons in ILRGT, so if you have, let us know what's your favourite race for him, because he's had a few podiums this season, which is good news. So he's going to come across the line now. Wow! Pole position! I guess talking about him just now really worked, I think. You're welcome, Red Matt, you're welcome. And we've got H Racing Green in second. He's still on an out lap. I think he has time to set one more. I can't really remember, but I need to retweet ILR's tweet, so I will do that right now. There we go. I don't know why. I liked it, but I forgot to tweet it, which is very strange. But that happened. So, as H Racing Green is, I'm sure H Racing Green is getting really frustrated with himself because he's got Jamie right in front of him, and obviously Jamie doesn't want to qualify, so H Racing Green has got to do that. 129.9 is set by Red Matt, so he must have gone faster when I didn't see it. So I'm guessing this is H Racing Green's final lap. Hopefully the guys do do the final lap. We'll see. Casper, I believe, is finished. Hussein is on his out lap. He's got, I think most of these guys will have a final chance anyway. I think it's going to come to the conclusion that I probably won't be able to find someone to do a hot lap. Oh, well. Oh, well. Never mind, it happens. But if I'm around, I'm still not 100% if I'm going to be doing ILRGT next season. It does depend on my schedule. That is commentary, by the way. So, yeah, I really don't know. So, I'll keep you guys updated, but I'm still not 100% sure. And H Racing Green is not going to set a lap time in time. So that means Red Matt's on pole. Did Red Matt do it on purpose? I'm sure he did, didn't he? I'm sure he did. So now we're going to go straight to the race. So here we go. I'm just going to get rid of the music because otherwise it's a bit too loud for you guys. So we've got Red Matt on pole and H Racing Green, Ghost, Casper, Hussein, JTX, Whiteout, MK Ball Renegade, Ray Scott, Speedway Racer, and as expected, Jamie is starting at the back of the grid. Now, we have got all 13 drivers lining up on the grid at the moment. The 5 red lights are coming on your screen. As you can see, Red Matt on pole. Is he going to get a good start? Let's see. And we are away we go. And yes, he does get a good start. But already we're seeing huge contact at the back, which is very odd. And I think one car was stalled, which was Waze, who's way down in last place at the moment. And that was probably the most chaotic start I've ever seen to an ILRGT race in a while. So, and it happens to be in the last race. So, GG guys. Right, so Red Matt's still leading, but Casper and H Racing Green is going to try and get a move done. Let's see, we've got Casper right on the inside. Let's just follow through the outboard shot. We've got Ghost as well, and MK Bourne actually joining into this as well. So this is going to be very interesting. 3 wide may not mix, but we'll have to find out really soon. Casper's drops off a little bit, but MK Bourne has taken advantage of this. Let's see. People are trying to go around the inside as much as possible. H Racing Green must be feeling the pressure right now down in second, but that's allowing Red Matt to pull away like there's no tomorrow, which is probably not what he was expecting, but he'll probably be happy with that anyway. All he's got to do is concentrate to not make any mistakes, and the words did not make sense, so I don't know why I said that. So there we go. So Art Whiteout has got a 2.9 second penalty at the moment. Let's see what's going on in the midfield. We got Casper, who's dropped a bit, with Ghost right behind as well. Renegade and Ghost side by side. Jamie already, like the trooper, like the dominator he is, Jamie is already down into 8th place, and he could potentially get 7th place at the moment if he could try and get past Ghost around the outside into the centre S's. No, he can't as of yet. Actually, no, it's Renegade he's trying to get past. Ghost is right in front. We got any battles up front? We got Whiteout. He's going to try and get the better exit here. Let me just see. Oh, a little bit of a touch from Whiteout there. MK Bourne does stay ahead, though, which is good news. Apex Whiteout's going to try and have another look. Oh, it's going to be really tight towards turn 5, a little kink. Can he quite manage it? Casper could really sense the opportunity and possibly go around the middle of these guys. Oh, my God, it's going to be 3 wide. MK Bourne goes off. He still gets position though. Casper is 4th. These guys from like 3rd all the way up to 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th place. They're all so close, and that is great to see in the final race. And Casper's gone off. Ah, Casper. Tut tut. So Casper's now down into 7th. That means Jamie's up into 6th place. So all these 4 cars are going to try, 3 cars are going to try and get past MK Bourne. Whiteout is going to have a disadvantage, and Jamie or someone I saw was doing another drift there. I might do a drift counter to see how many drifts there are, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, let's see what Ghost does. Ghost is going to go side by side. So is MK Bourne as well on H Racing Green. Let's follow MK Bourne actually. Starting into turn 1, MK Bourne's going to try and go around the inside, and he does it with ease. There we go. MK Bourne up into P2, but for how much longer? H Racing Green is going to try on the inside into the centre S's. All they're going to rely on here is Slipstream. Let's see if they can manage it. Both of them got penalties, but it doesn't matter. It's all about track action here at Interlagos, and H Racing Green defends the position. Apex Whiteout up into 4th place. Jamie up into 5th. Ghost has lost 2 positions. So that is not how he wants to start the race for sure. H Racing Green and MK Bourne fighting again for 2nd. And MK Bourne this time takes it. What a move from MK Bourne. Let's check the replay, but this time let's go on board with this. So let's see. Actually, no, not now. There we go. That's the puppy. So H Racing Green trying to go around the outside, and then you can see MK Bourne trying to go for the switchback. They touch a little bit. MK Bourne goes off the curb a little bit, but there you go. That is the position for MK Bourne done and dusted. But now H Racing Green gets that position back. I didn't see it because of the replay, but I won't be surprised if it was a similar position. But we'll find out anyway pretty soon. Meanwhile, Ghost is now up to 4th place. Apex Whiteout, is struggling. Let's follow Apex Whiteout on board actually, as he tries to attack again on Ghost. It is quite difficult, and he's still really tucked up behind, so I'm guessing he's not. And Casper's out. What's happened to Casper? There's 12 drivers, so we lost someone. Oh, it's Scott. Scott left. Okay, I was wondering, but Casper's had a really bad start of the race, and he's now down in potentially almost last place at the moment, which is a sad times. But hopefully Casper can recover from this, and he could climb his way up the field. Meanwhile, Jamie, you got to expect this from Jamie. Jamie's already up into 3rd place. He's already capitalised on people's mistakes, and he's possibly going to get past H Racing Green now. One advantage is H Racing Green's internet is still stable. So, to be honest, I am very happy about that. Right, here comes Jamie. Jamie, let me just go on board in this bit. There we go. There's the puppy. And Jamie gets the job done. Let's see how Jamie's done it. Let's see how he's done it. So, we're going to go quickly on board. Here he goes. Right round the inside. Easy does it. Goes Jamie. And he is 2nd. And sorry about that little pause there, but there we go. Looking good. I'm actually really impressed, really, with these guys at the moment. There was a bit of chaos at the start, but it happens. It happens. Meanwhile, H Racing Green is struggling. MK Ghost is coming into this as well, and Casper's left the session. Unfortunately, he has retired from the race, so unfortunately he's not going to take any further part. I don't know why I said unfortunately so many times there. But anyway, crucial bits here in ILR. Let's see how Ghost manages the final few corners going towards Young Cal now. No, I don't want the replay. Go away. Sorry about that. If I have to mess up the replays, I had to mess up in this last race. But I don't really want to. So, let's see then. Ghost. Is he going to try and get the move? Yes, he does. Easily does it, Ghost. That's where we've seen a lot of overtaking today. And he just absolutely nails it. Absolutely nails it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And Apex Whiteout goes a little bit wide there. But that doesn't matter. H Racing Green's going to come back. But couldn't quite work. This is sensational stuff. Don't forget, if you're liking ILR's content, then don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you know when to expect a stream from us next. And we're going to try and capture as many battles as possible here. And we're also going to... I haven't read the chat as much today, so I'm actually going to check the chat now to see if there's any happenings in the chat. So I will check the chat now. How many times did it take for me to say chat in one sentence? Probably a load of times, actually. H Racing Green now down into 4th. Hussein 5th. Renegade 6th. MK Born Saturn must be a bit understeery because he keeps going off the grass and going a bit wide at times. That is allowing his rivals to go past him. And to be honest, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. So he was in 3rd earlier on, and now he's in 8th. He's in the pits. So is Hussein. And I thought Speed Rye Racer was going to go into the pits there, but no, he wasn't. He stays right where he is in 7th. Meanwhile, Red Matt still comfortably leads, but for how much longer? We could potentially see Jamie breathing down the neck of Red Matt pretty soon. I'm going to keep an eye on the gaps, actually. It could go down to 2 seconds pretty soon. It is going to get down to 2 seconds, I bet, yeah. You can see Jamie in the same camera shot. Come on. Yeah, it's already down to 1.9. So I'll keep an eye on it just in case to see if Jamie makes the move. I think it's a question. I think we've all grown to expect. It's a question of when. So that is the question. So we'll watch it. We'll watch. So Ghost has got. Is it just me or is it a thing for penalties today? I swear a lot of people are getting penalties. Probably due to the nature of the track. I do remember in Season 3, at the end of Season 3, because it was the last race, a lot of people got penalties there too. So, oh my god, there's a banner called Understeer Engineering. Who invented that, I wonder? That's kind of a unique concept, in a way. Now we got Ren Matt, our race leader. He's in the pits. He's going out at the moment. Where is he going to end up compared to his rivals? We're going to have to wait and see. He's on the Super Softs at the moment. Down in 4th place. We're going to see if the undercut works for Red Matt. JTX 6th place. Jamie wants to try the overcut. I think he is going to probably make it work. And the other people that are also in the pits are Speed Rye Racer and Waze. So those two are in the pits as well. And Waze is being lapped already in lap 8. I'm guessing he's done a me in ILR8 a few weeks ago. We were in Brazil and I was already a lap down like in lap 12. My setup was wrong. My pedals were pretty much broken. Luckily it was fixed for the Abu Dhabi race. But, and it was raining. So 3 bad things in one. And that cost me a really bad race. So that's probably what some of the situations that Waze is struggling with right now. And Jamie, is he going to go to the pit or is he going to stay out? We're going to see. We're still got the likes of Ghost and H Racing Green's pit as well. And speaking of Ghost pits. But H Racing Green and Jamie decided that they want to stay out. A bit of a gamble, but knowing Jamie can make it work. But he's got to pit soon. Because otherwise, Red Matt's going to catch up really, really quickly. And Red Matt's already up into 3rd. So he's overtaken quite a bit of traffic already. So, you know, he means business. He hasn't won a race in ILRGT before, I believe. So, imagine if he wins here. That'll be amazing. To be honest, I don't mind who wins, to be honest. But it would be nice to see someone knock off Jamie off their perch. But, yeah. And H Racing Green retains its 2nd spot. And, yeah, I've just seen Casper in the Twitter chat. He is not very happy at all about retiring. I don't blame you. To be honest, I'm good for you, man. Because I asked in the chat earlier saying, oh my god, are you racing? Oh my god, are you racing? And he was like, yeah. And I got so excited, and now he's retired, and he's broken my heart. So, Casper, you let me down. Only joking, you know what I mean, but, yeah. You still let me down, though. But anyway, our 2 race leaders, Age Racing Green and Jamie, they are in the pit. Let's follow Red Matt. We're going to see if Red Matt comes out ahead of them. It's going to be close, I think. You can see Jamie in the distance. You can see Age Racing Green in the distance. Let's see. And Red Matt's in the lead. So the undercut has worked for Red Matt. We're going to see how much the gap is pretty soon. Jamie, I think, is worried. He's got traffic behind him. But we know that Hussein is very, very quick. So, to be honest, Jamie will have nothing to worry about. So, on lap 10, and we'll potentially see more people pitting. And Whiteout has led the session, so he's retired. It's a shame that you can't see how they retired. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? That is a shame. Oh well, never mind. And the gap for JTX is a penalty of 2.5 seconds. That's going to cost. I think I know last week someone got like 7 seconds of penalties. Now, Waze has been lapped by pretty much the whole field now. But respect to him for actually finishing. For actually not giving up. Because, to be honest, if I was him, I wouldn't want to do that. But, to be honest, it's better than rage quitting and giving up. That's my advice to you if you guys are racing. If you're in a situation where you know you're running last and you know you're having a really horrible race, just continue. Because you might take advantage of some people's misfortune. And there we go. Look at Jamie's straight line speed there. So Jamie is back into second. That crucial move to see if he can catch up to Red Matt, but we'll find out. Age Racing Green possibly has... Maybe Age Racing Green got held up in the pits because Age Racing Green got held up quite badly. I'm still quite shocked, to be honest with you. So, we're going to see. We've got Renegade and MK Born potentially having a battle. I'm a bit annoyed I haven't catch much of the midfield battle today. But we'll keep an eye on it as much as possible. But obviously, if there is a battle for the lead, then I will follow it that as much as possible. So yeah, and MK Born is just finding his time. He's finding a few attempts per sector to try and catch up to him, and MK Born can't afford to make mistakes where he goes off the circuit. So he's trying to undo those bad mistakes. It's still doable. There could be other people in front of him that make mistakes too. So technically, MK Born is still in this. We'll just have to find out soon. And JTX and Y-Racer. Y-Racer, the gap between Y-Racer and JTX is 8 seconds. So, at the moment, they're just minding their own business, having a good old stroll in the park, as it were. Trying to think of loads of sayings, but to be honest, Jess, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, no matter how hard you try. So, MK Born then is going to go around, try and go around the left-hand side line, but Renegade he's doing all he can to defend for all his might. He's putting his guts in. No, that's not how you say that. I'm saying loads of weird sayings that just doesn't make sense, and I do apologise. I meant to say something else. He goes all for it. That's it. I don't know why I said guts. Oh my god. There's people that's probably going to never live it down now. But hey ho. It happens. It happens. So, What's the gap now between Red Matt and Jamie? 2 seconds. So, actually no, it's 3.2. But the gap is still catching. And Hussein in 3rd place as well. So, the gaps are starting to increase, but it can change when we get to the pit stops, which will probably be in about 5-10 minutes time. It does depend on the type of tyres and obviously when they decide to pit. Because if they go on the softs, they could last longer than the super softs. I still don't know much about tyre deg in GT Sport and in GT3s. It just doesn't buy my time really. But hey ho. So 13 laps have passed and 2 Brits can potentially battle it out, but H Racing Green has dropped back time. I think if he appeared at a different time, I think he would have been ahead of possibly Jamie maybe. I think, to be honest, the overcut would have probably worked better for him, but we'll see anyway. As off to the start, finish straight, then goes Jamie, and we got Hussein in the pits then. So he left it quite late, or he either did an early pit stop for his final stint, or he did a late pit stop. And like I've said the last few streams, it'll be nice to have a little bit of an option in this game to see how many pit stops they made. Because then I can tell, oh, have they made only 1 stop or 2 stop? Because I can't tell that. I either have to write it down or learn it from memory. And I'm not good at memory when it comes to remembering how many pit stops they have. So, yeah. But I know that the top 4, I've definitely stopped once and haven't pitted yet again. So that's all I know. Capiche? I'm bringing in new words to the stream, you're going to hate me. But I'm trying to think of different words, but yeah. Yeah, Jess, just stop it. Just stop it. It's going to make the broadcast boring. But anyway. I did see a no entry sign, so possibly I saw someone going the wrong way. Might have been Renegade, actually. But anyway, we got a battle to watch out for. JTX versus MK Born. MK Born's dropped a little bit of time on Renegade, so JTX could be like, hang on, I could get this move done here. Red Matt's gone into the pits then for his final stop. It's going to be a bit of a push to see if he can make those tyres work, but I know they pitted, I can't remember when they pitted in the clockwise, but we'll see. As JTX then. Here he goes. Is he going to get the slipstream? MK Braun is trying to break the slipstream. Just look at it. Just look at him. And MK Braun has gone... JTX has gone a little bit wide once again. But it happened. Renegade's in the pits as well. So he comes out. And I think I won't be surprised also if Waze comes up and makes his stop pretty soon as well. And Jamie, he's going to find the best time to pit, which I think is going to be a few laps time, just so he doesn't struggle towards the end of the race, because that is a danger if you pit early, really, is that you will lose tyre grip towards the end, and it means you're not able to push much, whereas Jamie can push as much as you want on those fresher tyres when it comes to it, and he can start to challenge Red Matt for that race victory. Now let us know, guys, in the chat and let us know who you think is going to win. And Ghost has gone off a bit. H Racing Green still to pit, remember. But technically those two, if they still want to race, and we're getting a nice battle here. So the Team Yorkshire T versus the team, I don't know what H Racing Green's team is called. Battling towards turns 10, 11 and 12 coming up here. It looks similar to 5, 6 and 7. No, I'm losing track of turns here. But you know what I mean. Turns 6, 7 and 8 looks the same as 9. You know what I mean. There's two sets of corners that are the same. Oh, but Red Matt's gone a bit wide. That might help Jamie when he gets to the pit stop, actually. Gain some more time for Jamie to Red Matt. That'll be insane, won't it? Imagine if we get a close finish for the final race of this season. And I'm seeing if there's any more. We got JTX in the pits. He was in a battle for a moment, but I'm guessing he wants to try and get the undercut on MK Bourne. Because obviously MK Bourne is having his sweet good time on his own at the moment because he hasn't pitted yet for his final stop. Now, the fastest lap so far is a 1:30.0 for ILRGT Jamie. Already faster to what we are seeing in qualifying. And to be honest, that's insane if Jamie can keep up like this. If he keeps pushing every lap or so, he's going to catch up to Red Matt pretty soon. But Red Matt is not going to like that he was in traffic for a moment there. Ghost's been holding up Red Matt. I wonder if it was on purpose or if it was something else, but I'm not entirely sure. And I was wondering what PCR means, but I'm looking at the banners and it says Pacific Coast Radio. Interesting. Very interesting there. So, Jamie still hasn't pitted. I think at the moment, if he stays as he is, he's going to be fine for the pit stop. It could be close, though. It could be a very close matchup. And I like pit stops that are closely matched up. So, yeah, that is amazing. So watch out. Who do you think's gonna we're gonna watch out closely for Jamie and Red Matt as they get out of the pits. Jamie just waiting for the last possible moment. I know he can. He's pushing his tyres to the limit still. He's losing so much time though that he could still be behind. Jamie's going into the pits now. That's crucial. Or it's going to be a close one. We've got Hussein and H Racing Green still fighting away as well. Going towards Young Chow. There was a few times where I mistakenly called it Young Cow. And I got told off for it. By saying, you said it wrong! And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. So there we go. There goes H Racing Green and Jamie in the pits. Now Red Matt. Oh, it's going to be close. I think Jamie was closer this time than he was at the last pit stop. So, gap now 2.2. It's going to take a while for Jamie to warm up his tyres, though. So, we'll see. Red Matt, don't forget, has got that penalty. Jamie doesn't. So, as it stands, if Jamie gains about another 5 tenths or so, then he should be alright. But I think, yeah, he's alright at the moment. So if it stays as it is, but if Red Matt will need to clear that penalty to make sure he wins. But it is not going to be easy, because otherwise that is going to be very, very close. Ah! Wow, I've just seen... I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Wait. Someone who used to be an esports driver is now in Formula 3? What? That's insane! Oh my god. Frugger's now in Formula 3. That is amazing, honestly. Live reaction here, folks. I mean, just goes to show that you can transfer your skills in esports up into real life. And I think Fragger's done some real life racing in the past, obviously. I think last year and a bit of this year as well. So, oh my god, that is just amazing. I know I keep saying amazing so many times, but wow. Yeah. But Frogger might be the simulator driver though. Let me just check. Let me just check quickly on their site. But whilst I do that, MK Bourne is going into the pits. Come on. I need to get the link up. Or is it 3 drivers per team in Formula 3? I never watched Formula 3 to be honest, so I don't know. Let's see. No, he's actually full-time. Oh my god. So for those, I'm going to read this article quickly. I'm just trying to get some battles going as well. So we've got JTX and Renegade as well, but so it says Fraga is poised to make his debut at this level and joins the Czech side on the back of finishing 3rd in the Formula Regional European Championship. So he was doing some Formula single-seater somewhere else and he's done quite well. Red Matt's in the pits again. Has Red Matt got damage? Or is he going... What is Red Matt doing? What is Red Matt doing? That is a bit of a gamble for Red Matt. I mean, there's no way you're going to win like that, but he's taking that risk. I think he realised that if he was on the tyres he was on now, that he wouldn't go to the end. Wow, Red Matt's in 3rd and still closing up to Ghost. This could still be a fight for the podium still, so bring it on, lads. So speaking of Fraga, actually, he's the current leader of the Toyota Racing Series. He's got 2 wins and 7 podiums. And the 21-year-old first tasted F3 machinery in post-season testing. With Carlin and Charouz. Charouz is where he's going to race for in Formula 3. Fraga is also well known for his success in esports. He won the inaugural FIA Gran Turismo Nations Cup and McLaren Shadow Racing Series in 2018. And also competed in the 2017 F1 Esports Series. Honestly, I'm still blown away. I'm still blown away. I'm going to support him like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to watch Formula 3 and support. I hope he does well because it'll be nice and it's a proof that esports drivers can do it. So we got, it is getting tight at the front actually, potentially. We could see a battle between Red Matt and Ghost. So, wow, Red Matt round the outside. There we go. What a send Red Matt has done. Now, how far is Red Matt off Jamie? 12.9 seconds. So, like a few races in his ILRGT career, it possibly could be another one where it goes to first, last to first. But Ghost is going to have a look again, look. Into turn 4 and into the little kick of turn 5. Some people say you can't overtake here, but these guys have proved us wrong. Red Matt getting the switch back. There he goes. It's going to be very tight up front. All this battling is allowing Jamie just to pull away ever so slightly. My oh my, this is incredible. I think Red Matt's got to be I think a few of these guys have gone off a little bit. But I think, obviously, they are back on the track. So it looks like they're okay. Trying to keep it together. Trying to hold it steady for the last 6 minutes of the session. Going up the hill and then down the hill then. We're going to see if Ghost can challenge him. So let's go on board with Ghost. So let's see what he can do. We got the bumper coming up here. Here he goes. I don't think he's going to make the move. Oh, he was so close at that hairpin. He couldn't quite do it, but he can try again into the center S. Let's see if he can have another chance soon. Let's see what Ghost could do. He's got a 3.3 second penalty, but who cares? Who cares? That doesn't matter. We want to see some on-track action, for goodness sake. Hussein is not that far behind him, so he could catch up if those two don't get a move on, because that's what happens in battles. The more you start battling for the car in front, the more the car behind you is going to catch up like there's no tomorrow. I've experienced that in F1, and to be honest, it's not pretty. So now Ghost is 3.3 seconds. I think it's stayed as it is for a long time. So these guys have got 2 or 3 more laps to prove their worth. Hussein could possibly try and get the podium. We could have a final fight for the podium spot. H Racing Green. I'm just going to see if there's any battles at the back, which I don't think there is. No, there isn't. I just want to be sure because I don't want to turn into Crofty and miss all the midfield battles, because I hate it when that happens. This could be Red Matt's 2nd or 3rd podium in a row. That'll be Sun going. That can climb him way up in the championship. I mean, great stuff. And still holding on to the lead is Jamie by 14 seconds. You know, that's because obviously those two are battling. It's allowing Jamie to find a few seconds per lap as well. Insane. Absolutely insane. Red Matt's got to get that gap soon, because otherwise Hussein's going to get P2 out of all this. Hussein could get P2 or 3. I'm almost certain Hussein's going to get a podium. Does Hussein have any penalties? No. 1.9 seconds is the gap. Jamie's pitting. I'm shocked that people have done 3 stops. Wow, I was not expecting that. Maybe the tyre dig is a bit more difficult than I thought. I am shocked. Absolutely shocked. Probably Jamie just wants a challenge. Jamie is now in the lead. Yes, he is. By about 7 seconds. Not surprised, to be honest, but due to the fact that these two are battling, that allowed Jamie to really pull away that gap. So, you know, great job to Jamie for doing what he needs to do. He was I think, to be honest, majority of the time, pitting quite late for Jamie really helped him in this race. He could be on course to take record amount of victories in this tier. I mean, what more could you ask for Jamie? Now, make sure you keep an eye on the ILR Twitter for more information on how to sign up to the next season of ILRGT. We'll keep you heavily posted as much as possible. Hopefully you'll keep an eye on us anyway, as Red Matt being very dangerously close to that curve. That almost ended in the shunt. But to be honest, thank goodness it didn't end in the shunt. So, I wonder if anyone's predictions have changed slightly. I don't think it has. No, it hasn't. I don't think anyone in the chat has made a prediction, so I can't really say that. So, final lap pretty soon. I think actually it will be the final lap in about 30 seconds time, I think. Because Jamie's still got quite a bit of a lap to go, I think. Unless he goes slowly, but he can't go slowly because otherwise Red Matt's going to win. And even though he's won the championship, he doesn't want to take away a race victory that easily. I mean, you don't want that, do you? No, you don't. So, still the gap quite close between Red Matt, Ghost and Zane. Look, oh my god, Zane is insanely close. Jamie's about to start the final lap. Unless this could be... Actually, is it going to be the final lap? I don't know. We'll see as he crosses the line. Yep, it is the final lap. But for these guys, Red Matt's going to finish second. For sure, anyway. He's happy with that. Zane, P3. Ghost, P4. That was close at the end there. Oh, my God. All going side by side. And obviously that penalty didn't help Ghost. So that's why Zane take the podium. H Racing Green. No disconnections. Thank goodness. I'm so relieved about that. Is in 5th. JTX in 6th place. MK Bourne in 7th. When he crossed the line, obviously. And there's a yellow flag. Not quite sure how that cost that yellow flag. And MK Bourne's in the wall, but he finishes anyway. Doing a little bit of donuts to end ILRGT Season 6. I wonder if we'll get any more donuts, actually. Renegade comes across the line in P8. Renegade, do donuts. Come on, I give you permission. I don't think he's going to do donuts, you know. Oh, is he? Oh, he's doing donuts. There he goes. Mini donuts. And no one else is doing donuts. I think it's AI controlled, that's probably why. And anyway, everyone else has crossed the line apart from Jamie. So here we go. For the final time this season, Jamie is your race winner. Come on, Jamie, cross the line, mate. There we go. So, well done to everybody who's done really well. And I'm going to keep the music on. Jamie in a Subaru has won. So he come from last to first and defeated all odds. So that is the end for ILRGT Season 6. We've had 10 rounds full of action. Jamie's won the title. Thank you so much to everybody for watching these last 10 weeks. We didn't cover all the races. There was a few I didn't cover due to, I think there was one race I didn't cover to illness. So Owen covered that one. There was one race I didn't cover because my internet was playing up. And then there was another race I couldn't do because I was doing a show. But apart from that, I commentated on 7 races. And it's been a brilliant 7 races. So I'd like to say a big thanks to a few people. So thanks to Red Matt for coordinating this whole league. Like I said, for Red Matt, this is what is his final season coordinating for us, which is very, very sad. He still let me down again for saying this is going to be his final season coordinating. But he's done a great job the last 5 or 6 seasons. And thank you to him. And we may see him in an old race as reserve or some sort. But whoever takes over as COD, hopefully will do a great job. And thank you to you and to Jack for letting me commentate ILRGT for the last 2 seasons. It's been a pleasure. Last season was the first time I ever commentated on GT Sports. So it was a bit of a learning curve, but we got through it. And yeah, and obviously thank you to all the drivers for coming out, turning out each week this season. You've been great. And yeah, like I said earlier on in the stream, keep an eye on Twitter for more information on what to expect for next season and when sign-ups will be open. But for now, for the last time in a while actually, because you won't hear me on this channel for quite a while whilst the leagues take a well-deserved break, I've been Just Games 95. Have a good evening, everybody, and I will see you next time when there's an ILR stream. Have a good evening, safe travels, and good night.